Hello, people. We're inviting people here. Anyway, how is the people? Yes. How is the people who do things? Yes. I see. Seems frequency. Shit! Doing something. Completely interrupted by a creeper. Where's all my shit gone to? I've got much more wood, oak wood. That's not good. I've got no oak wood. I could probably crack some trees and steal it from the truck. I don't know. That doesn't sound like a good idea, honestly. Just might be what I need to do. Let's go find some good wood. I'm stealing their wood. Luckily, I should have the suits to repair all that, so that'll be good. Hey, Steven, how you doing? Or lag, I'm not fully sure. And I doubt you'd tell me. So, that's cool. I just got blown up, so... It's also cool. That's good, Steven. Are you doing good? I assume that's what you're meaning? Pretty sure my latency is pretty high because I don't have good internet. So. It's unfortunate, but what are you gonna do, you know? I'm just sort of adjusting my music. See what happened. see. I love always forgetting that I have food. And I definitely need to build like a tree farm of some sort. But I'll do that eventually. Oh, I do have some more wood. That's good to know. I still need to make an oak wood tree farm since I don't want to use all my jungle trees that I have aesthetically around my house. I'll just make a forest, I guess. Oh, forgot about my... Damn it. Well, it's nighttime anyways. Should probably go through the night first, you know? Yeah, you know. Yes. Should be good for now. Start continuing construction on my farm. So that we do things. We may have food. That's it. Yeah, food. It's definitely what I want. I definitely want food. And all the foods. Okay, so there's all that. Yeah, well, part of not this area. That should be like a carry cool area. Let's grab some dirt so that we can grow things. Chest, I really just don't feel like it. I feel like just building and making shit. I really feel like, well, when not building, making, I don't feel like waiting to, I don't feel like going inside to grab shit. That's it. I don't feel like going inside to grab shit. I feel like it's totally fair if I don't grab shit. It's kinda, you know. Yeah. faster than uptake. Fortunately, I don't have like an ad-free music player, so I just sort of gotta mute it when ads come through. Definitely gonna get premium the second I can get it. Which that means I'd have to be calculated. But you know. My brain's kind of shut down. I'm not good at talking right now. I gotta get used to it again. Like, I know my sponsors. I feel like I'm getting trouble for playing said ads. Plus, I don't want to give them business if they're not gonna give me money. Even if I'm a really small YouTuber, like, I don't know. They may make brands more likely not to support me in the future due to said thingamabobber. That's on. But yeah. Yeah. Farm's looking good, I guess. At least I'd assume it looks pretty good. I like making things look good when I make things. So, oh. That it having a consistent style is quite nice, you know? You know. Well, you probably don't. I have no idea what I'm talking about at this point. Just trying to keep talking, so then if someone does find my stream, they see me talking, which might encourage them to keep going, you know. Minecraft's a hard game to do that on, though. And I kind of felt like doing Minecraft, so... Probably because I don't really want to stream with unknown variables, so I can't do any other games are popular because they're usually multiplayer games. You know? Maybe I should do. Maybe I get my friend Moomin in one of these times and we stream Fortnite. That'd be fun. I haven't played with him for a little while. I might go grab some sand. I think sand looks a lot better than dirt when it comes to growing sugarcane. So I'm gonna go grab some sand. Now maybe there's a thing like chickens. I don't know sugarcane. It does not appear so. It's quite unfortunate. You're wondering why I'm not organizing. It's because I really just don't like organizing, you know? Sort of just... I like just throwing things in. I don't know, there's just some thing of like, oh, look at what I've collected type deal. I don't know. Too much cleanliness when it comes to a space kind of irks me. It feels unnatural, and I really like a sort of natural feel, at least when it comes to some things. Other things, you know, a nice scientific feel, because, well, but normally I usually like older styles and natural feels. Things. like older cars, and mostly because I don't know. Each car brand nowadays doesn't seem to have very much personality anymore. Like, I don't know. I'm only just now getting into like cars and learning to become a mechanic or technician, whatever. I've only started getting into all that, so like I'm not as knowledgeable as I want to be, that's for sure. But I like the look of older cars because there's personality that you don't see in cars today. Like there's definitely some exceptions, and that's usually for like the fancier people cars. But with fancy people cars, I don't know. The price tag to have a unique looking car, and sometimes they don't even look unique, you know. The price tag for a unique looking car is, well, I think it's a bit ridiculous. Especially if it's not gonna be all that unique, honestly. A lot of, like, the really unique, expensive cars are, like, supercars and stuff. But, like, if you get a BMW, yeah, it has the front grille, but, like, the body shape feels way too similar for my liking. For like their sedans and SUVs. I mean, their insides are kind of nice. They're kind of a bit posh, too posh. I don't know. To be fair, I like beat up old things. I don't know. I find a nice beauty in beat up things. Wear, patina, all that stuff creates a very nice beauty that I don't think is found in a lot of newer things. Plus, there's the whole thing of built to last. Like, some of those older cars probably function quite well, whereas a car from, say, 2015 or so, it's probably already starting to have problems, you know? Um, and I can see that in a lot of things. Like, I mean, just general build quality, I feel, has definitely gone down for a lot of things that would have been built quite nicely. And also things like, boxes. Like, I wish we still used 10 containers for things, because I think that's pretty cool. I guess the whole point of this rant is that I like a natural, older look to some of these newer looks that just feel too clean. Just way, way too clean. And modern decor is also kind of interesting. It's less about what looks good to you and more about what looks good in style. Of course, maybe that's definitely not always been the case. There's definitely been exceptions, but I don't know. It feels like a lot of people who are big into like home design and interior decorating, they always use styles that are like generally nice, sure, but they leave a lack of personality. It's like, I mean, yeah, that wicker chair looks nice, but all the other things, like the strategic placing of books is another thing that just kind of irks me. Like, a book's a book. You're there to read it. Well, personally, I don't have the attention span to read books very long. I do enjoy reading. Apparently, that's not as much of a sentiment anymore. Well, it's definitely still, like, people still definitely do enjoy reading, but I'm seeing a lot more people than what I would expect say that they don't enjoy reading and they just like doing all that, and just because they never got into reading when they was a kid, and then their attention spans, not necessarily from like things like all the media we have out there, like the YouTube shorts and whatnot, but their attention spans have went down, so to say. I don't know, I'm seeing a lot more people with ADHD, whether self-diagnosed or not. Maybe there's something to do. Maybe, I don't know, as people accept ADHD more, they are less likely to working on their focus. It's very interesting. Trying to think of something that I thought was really cool, like design recently. I can't really think of anything. It's pretty cool how this is being built, but a lot of the houses being built are like, trying to not be negative, but I can't really think of anything like that I like in design that is a recent thing. I don't know, it's been a lot about refining in years lately. It's interesting. Like, we definitely refined some designs. I don't know. And when it comes to refining, some of your definitely makes designs interesting. And if you're refining something, it's gotta be some kind of experimentation to continue said refinement of refinement. So there's gotta be bad things about refinement, but I don't know. That's like concept refinement. Actual refinement definitely usually produces good result, unless you're learning to refine yourself. I don't know, it's just interesting. I find that finding that rambling is a very good, interesting method of like an interesting method of continuing talking to hopefully get people interested, but also like I feel like rants would decrease interest. Just some guy droning on about something they're interested in, or me talking about old designs versus new designs. I don't know. It's not like I'm bringing up any images, so like you can't see through a preview, but you know, that's interesting. But hey, if it keeps me talking, which is supposedly supposed to help with engagement, if it keeps me talking, I'll do it. I mean, I'd probably be able to hold a better conversation if people were to talk, but I don't think anyone's currently watching me. So most of this is for people watching a VOD if I ever become famous or something. Seeing what the hell went wrong, you know? Although this is probably what... Speaking of like refining a process, I'm definitely in a big refining stage currently. Because I got all the like concepts down. I just need to refine it, but I need the energy and motivation, which I've had a lot hard problems dealing with that, you know. Had a lot of annoyances when it came to not annoyances. I just find it hard to motivate myself, and I find it hard to motivate myself in a lot of aspects. So it's not like doing something different, or like I have a lack of motivation because my stuff is coming out bad, and I think I do pretty good when it comes to all that kind of stuff. Would I actually try? Well, for my level of expertise, of course, because I could definitely get better when it comes to my editing and just general sense of filmography. But like, I think the problem I'm currently having is just a general motivation issue due to, I guess, my clinical depression. I'm unable to make videos, and I hope one day I can overcome this challenge and start making videos that, well, I enjoy, but also that I won't scrap because I don't enjoy. That's another problem I have. Like I've made videos for a long time, but I've just looked at them, seeing that they're not the same quality as other YouTubers, and I'm not sort of proud of all that stuff that I was making. So I'm like, oh well, I'm just gonna delete this channel or delete these videos, and it's like, why am I deleting them? This is not a good idea. Blah 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 blah. And it's tough to get motivation in places where you already find no motivation. But I'm trying. And I hope anyone listening to this is also trying, because like motivation stuff, especially if you have things like clinical depression. In my case, was myriad of other doctor diagnosed symptoms. It's like just it's difficult, But and the process for motivating oneself is probably different for everyone. I doubt everyone can push through the same, But like, you gotta find something that you enjoy. But sometimes you can't find something you enjoy if it's reliant on you getting better at something you don't enjoy. And if you're already having issues with motivation, it makes it a lot harder, for sure. But you could sort of just, if you find a way to push your mind, generate motivation for yourself. Like, sometimes I have a hard time doing household chores because I can't just motivate myself. Like, I can't just be like, it needs to be done, and that's good enough motivation for me. It's unfortunately not, and which I will definitely say is really annoying that I can't just motivate myself by saying, hey, this needs to be done, go do it. It don't work, unfortunately. What I found is influencing my emotions, so to say, making myself angry or sort of, I don't know fully how I do it, and I bet it's different for everyone, but I just sort of, for me, it's tensing up my muscles, then I get a weird amount of motivation from just sort of getting annoyed or something, and then I'll do it. Because unfortunately for me, and it's definitely not going to be for everyone, I find that negative emotions usually motivates myself a lot better, and maybe it'd be a good idea to, and especially if you know how to control your emotions and influence different emotions into yourself, it'd probably be a good idea to harness some of the negative emotions that I'm guessing is probably bottled up within a lot of different people. Essentially, influence your emotions using bottled up emotions that at least for myself, is there and have been bottled up. Using that to put you in a semi-negative mood that's sort of easy to control in order to motivate yourself to to do things around the house. At least that's how I do things. It's definitely hard to explain humans in a way that most humans will understand. That's why I usually go for like and especially humans, people, whatever, that sort of have mental disabilities and have all these things that, well, it's difficult for sure. But what was it? But yeah, the mental disability, have disabilities. God, I just completely blanked. Quite unfortunate because I think I was going to get to a good point there. Not like anyone's really listening and hearing me rant about this, which is probably a good thing. This rant is probably not very entertaining, although it may be helpful to some. I somehow doubt it, but you know, if it is helpful, that would be good. Maybe one day someone's looking back on this particular VOD, they hear that stuff, and I doubt I wouldn't stop spewing stuff like this out of my mouth when I do rants like this, but you know, like, I call them rants. I doubt they're really considered rants, but they're definitely something. But, you know, just someone hearing me do these, and maybe it gives them a piece of wisdom that might help them regulate themselves, not necessarily becoming a part of the societal chain, but allowing themselves to be more of themselves by exploiting negative emotions. Because once you learn how to use the negative, at least for my case, once I really learned how to somewhat use my negative emotions, and it's sometimes really hard, definitely. It's definitely sometimes really hard to not. Sometimes really hard to regulate, use said bottle up emotions, especially when I've been bottled up, and sometimes the seal is really tight, you know? So, like, when the seal is loose, sometimes it's nice to let a bit out and do something productive with said let out emotions. And then you see what you use, then you see that you did something productive, and that might motivate you a bit more, you know? But the part of getting productive is definitely the hard part for me, and probably many other people, because I doubt I'm the only one facing problems with motivation and getting off your ass. But of course, it said you definitely still have to be able to use your emotions safely when doing this. Like, you definitely don't want to uncork it and every single bit of emotion release, because it's dangerous. It scares people too. When people become emotional, at least in my case, they get scared when they get emotional, and you know, you feel worse because you scared someone. If you're like me, you don't want to do that. You want everyone to be happy. Sort of why I'm trying to do this, because maybe I feel that if I'm able to voice this stuff properly, I may be able to help a few people. Helping people's nice, you know? Getting out there, doing something for someone that isn't yourself, in my case, it feels nice. emotions on this, because I don't know, emotions I don't feel like talking about right now. What else can I ramble about? What else could I ramble about? Streaming services are quite interesting. They've become big, for sure. And some of them are definitely good. Like, I do think that having all of Disney's media in one place where you can watch it at one time is great. But then there's, like, those... God, I really gotta figure out how to... I really gotta figure out how to not... Maybe I could... The problem is, I use application audio capture, so, like, I can't... Make sure it's muted. But, like, for like things like Spotify, I get ads. So of course, I don't pay for it because I currently don't got money or a job to do said premium. Although I definitely will get it when I get the chance. But I gotta figure out a way to block the ads. Block the ads on the app, the desktop app, so I can like, yeah, music back on. So I definitely have let some. I've definitely let some of these ads through, and may get trouble down the line. I'm not very sure. Might have to, you know, definitely need to get rid of these ads, you know, because if an ad plays and it has like copyrighted music, I can get in trouble. But also, it's like it. I just gotta be careful with how I play these ads. It's like, I'm pretty sure the music here that I'm playing is copyright free, and if it's not, I can easily take down the video. I mean, I've done it multiple times. And such. I mean, I've made sure to play playlists that should be copyright free. So like, I was talking about video streaming earlier. That's right. Video streaming's nice being able to see the content that you normally only be able to see on cable is definitely nice, but there's definitely been some detriments there. Like, I mean, Hulu's kind of nice about streaming because you can't view their shit without paying. But you have to pay more in order to get ad-free streaming, which is just kind of, it's definitely scummy. That's, at least from when I used it, it had that sort of policy, but it's definitely a scummy policy where you're only paying. But they're like, no, if you want to continue, you gotta pay us more for more ads because, I don't know, the ads are paying them more than what the average. The average paying more for the average streamer for every ad coverage, especially for a big thing like that. They probably got some really good contracts. And probably not through Hulu either. It's probably through Google. Google probably pays them a lot to have ads on there. Well, I assume it's Google. It's like maybe a weird contract thing. I'm not fully sure how companies get ads on their sites. Like, obviously, there's Google AdSense, which you just put that on there and they'll apparently pay you or something. I'm not sure if you use. As you can tell, I'm not a person who advertises things. But, like, when it comes to, like, big apps and sites, like Hulu, or, yeah, right now my only example is definitely Hulu, where it's just like, I'm not, shit, my mind wouldn't blank, I'm sorry, guys. Well, me, who like to ramble on about things and then get annoyed about creeper, shit, damn it, fuck. Now, right now I'm just sort of into talk to people mode, and probably good to keep me talking, but like, it's definitely not good for like my in-game reactions. And you find a good middle ground, but you know, I'm learning how to do that. And of course, like, I'm putting on serious topics and talking about different things, like, I guess one good thing about me is that I don't know how to shut the fuck up. So, like, I don't stop talking. It makes it easier to talk, for sure. Of course, you can't get it on indefinitely. And it definitely depends on a lot of what I'm speaking about. Gonna take a quick break from Minecraft to look at a few things. Yeah, it's just me and myself. I upgraded my own streaming setup. I did a bunch of research. You can see what music is playing currently, and that's pretty cool. I'm quite proud of figuring out how to set that up, even though it was definitely pretty easy to set it up. Like, it's just watch playing now. It's a weird thing, but like, my understanding of OBS is getting quite nice, which is, I think, really good. Sure. I like how informal things have gotten for a lot of different things. Like, I don't know, there was like a weird formality in a lot of different things. And, well, a lot of things, like business, you definitely should say. But like, I like the informality of a lot of things that used to be very formal. Trying to think of a good example. I can't really think of an example. It just feels like things have gotten a lot less formal. At least for me, formality is really tough. It's hard to not treat people like their friends. My brain it likes to just be like, ah, I've known you for probably about an hour. You must be at most a friendly acquaintance. Yeah. The fact that things are a lot less formal in more formal situations makes it a lot easier to not be glared at when, I'm doing all that. Maybe I'll promote this stream on a couple of my Discord so I can set some friends in here or something. First gotta find the like 2 set stream. Completely forgot to mute that loud. Like the problem is I'm not paying attention to my stream. So like I'm definitely not paying attention to my music. I'm paying attention to my streams. Anyway. Okay, music back on. Music is really interesting. Music system's really interesting. I enjoy, to play music on stream. So allows for something to break up the silence, which, I think is a good thing. Playing music while you do something. And you don't want it, especially something long like this, where you don't want it to be too, you don't want it to just constantly repeat. So then that just gets annoying. So that it's really interesting. And while I could probably use a better service, I think it does help with some copyright issues if I show what I'm listening to so that people can find it. So instead of just, I'm not sure. Yeah, I completely blanked. fortunately. Hey, look, our farm's doing pretty well. Just been building this, I guess. I'm just gonna things real quick. Really, Lucas? Yeah. Anyway. I wonder if any of my friends will join. Some people from Lucas's server since. I've been streaming for about an hour. I could probably stop around now. Yeah, maybe I'll delete those posts and just stop. Yeah. Well, hope you enjoyed this stream. If anyone is watching, or well, anyone just